Imagine this, you're an NFL or NBA superstar. You're playing in front of millions of fans, only to come home and find your mansion completely ransacked and destroyed.
While I was at my game yesterday, I had a home invasion and they took most of my prized possessions.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's frustrating, it's disappointing.
Well, this is the shocking reality that hit athletes like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, even Bobby Portis and Mike Conley here recently.
So the police chief involved in Bobby Portis' case out of Wisconsin has said they have reached out.
Where their luxury homes that were surrounded by gates and even the highest tech security was targeted in a chilling string of burglaries. Now here's the shocking twist. Authorities think this could be the work of a secret, organized crime ring, and the FBI is already on the case. Stay tuned, as today we're going to uncover how these pros were targeted, what this means for celebrity safety moving forward, and if you stick around to the end, you're going to hear the chilling similarities between these break-ins and why investigators think this is just the beginning. Now let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. On October 6th, while Mahomes was preparing for a game, burglars slipped past not only one, but 2 layers of gated security to target his multi-million-dollar Missouri home. Now, it's unclear what was stolen, but investigators are treating this as more than a random break-in. Because just 24 hours later, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce became the next victim during the Monday Night Football game. Burglars broke into his Kansas estate, smashed through the back door, and they stole $20,000 in cash. Now, to really make things even more bizarre, this happened the same night his girlfriend Taylor Swift was in town for his game. A coincidence? Well, investigators don't think so.
I think you don't realize that when somebody posts your house online, that everybody now has your address and people just send stuff to your house.
And the NBA isn't safe either. Just weeks ago, Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis captured masked intruders on his home surveillance camera.
What's good, Milwaukee? Over the last 4.5 seasons, I've considered Milwaukee as a home. I've grown here, I come here a boy, and elevated into a man. The love you guys give me here isn't something that I ever felt before in my NBA career. And I've been in the league now for 10 years, over a decade. Can you believe that? So I've always felt like I had to give it right back to you guys. I've tried to uplift the community and make Milwaukee a better place. Giving food drives, talking to the youth on the regular, inviting underserved groups to the games, etc. You name it, I did it, and still doing it. As I've said before, this is a place I've considered home. So why not make my home a better place? I know we've gotten out to a horrible start to start the season, but while I was at my game yesterday, I had a home invasion and they took most of my prized possessions. If you have any info regarding this, please send the info to info@bobbyportis.com. Like I said, if you have any info regarding this, can you please send the info to info@bobbyportis.com. Any info that leads to the return of any of my belongings will be rewarded handsomely. I repeat, any info that leads to the return of any of my belongings will be rewarded handsomely. Let me know. Thank you.
Now he's offering a $40,000 reward for information leading to their capture. And Timberwolves guard Mike Conley also fell victim to a similar break-in during a game. Now, what's the connection between all these crimes? The timing, locations, and high-profile targets suggest these aren't just random acts. Now, here's where it gets even more suspicious. Experts believe that these burglaries could be the work of a multi-organized crime ring. The FBI's involvement suggests that this isn't just about random theft. It's about a network that could be targeting celebrities with precision planning. Now, security expert Mike Barbarian weighed in, calling these break-ins an inside job. Now think about it. How would these criminals know exactly when these athletes wouldn't be at home? How do they bypass the advanced security systems? Again, this is going to raise a question about whether insiders like employees or even contractors might have been involved. Now, the burglars seem to know their target's schedules, likely using social media posts and public game schedules to really plan their attacks. Now again, when you've got players like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce frequently posting about their lives, it's not hard to imagine how criminals could piece together enough information to strike when opportunity least expects it. Now, understandably, the players targeted are shaken. I mean, Bobby Portis expressed frustration. He was pissed, saying that, they took most of his prized possessions. He even asked his Instagram followers to listen to the robbers' voices captured on surveillance.
Portis taken to Instagram after capturing two masked men on the surveillance video breaking into his home, asking his more than 300,000 followers to listen to the robbers' voices for potential clues.
And again, offering a cash reward of $40,000 for tips.
Now offering a $40K cash reward for any information or tips that leads to the return of my stolen items.
And Patrick Mahomes called the incident disappointing, and while he hasn't necessarily shared details about what was stolen,
Yeah, obviously it's frustrating, it's disappointing, but I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing.
it's rumored that the valuable memorabilia might be missing. Travis Kelce, meanwhile, stayed silent. He is likely at the advice of investigators. Now, these incidents, they have reignited conversations about the safety of pro athletes. Despite having intensive security measures, these players have proven that even gated communities and security teams, they can't guarantee safety. But is this just the price of fame? Well, many fans argue that these athletes should invest more in their security, while others believe the real issue lies with organized crime networks and really taking advantage of public figures. But here's where the story takes an even darker turn. The FBI stepped in, joining forces with local law enforcement. And why, you ask? Well, because these crimes span between multiple states and appear to be connected to a larger network. One theory is that these crimes are part of a growing trend of targeting high-profile individuals. With the rise of social media, criminals can now track their targets' movements more easily than ever before. But the FBI's involvement also suggests something more sinister: potential links to organized crime groups operating across state lines. Now, while investigators haven't shared too much publicly, they're likely focusing on tracking stolen items, analyzing surveillance footage, and even interviewing people close to the players. Experts believe that memorabilia stolen from these homes could be sold on the black market, making it even easier for authorities to trace the criminals. So how long will it take to catch these thieves? Well, burglars can sometimes be tough to solve. The high-profile nature of these cases just means that authorities are pulling out all the stops to bring these burglars to justice. Now, I'm curious, what do you think? Are these burglaries the work of a sophisticated crime ring, or is something else here at stake? How do you think athletes can protect themselves moving forward? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking stories. This has been Highlights Tonight, bringing you the moment and latest sports and beyond. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.